Look, I need to tell you something that most people in this space won't say out loud. In 3 years, the way we sell consulting services changes completely. Right now, someone wants to hire you. What do they ask? What's your process? How long will it take? Can I see case studies? They're buying your time, your process, your expertise. But here's what's happening. AI is collapsing the value of expertise itself. Not because expertise doesn't matter, but because demonstrating expertise is about to become instant. Think about it. Right now, you book a discovery call, you listen to their problem, you go away, you think about it, you come back with a proposal, maybe some mock-ups, maybe a roadmap. You're asking them to trust that you understand their problem based on what? Your LinkedIn, your portfolio, a 30-minute conversation. That model is dying. And here's what nobody's talking about. It's happening right now. Accenture just reported Gen AI bookings surging in late Q3. Enterprise spend is accelerating. But here's the catch. McKinsey's latest survey shows boardroom AI adoption is high, but impact is lagging. You know what that means? Companies are spending, but they're not getting results. They're paying for expertise that doesn't prove itself fast enough. So the new model, prove you can solve their problem before they pay you, not with case studies, not with testimonials, with actual output, instant, personalized, specific to them. I'm Marwan King. I've been in AI automation for just over 2 years, and I'm not just watching this shift, I'm positioning for it while everyone else is still debating whether to learn Python. Today, I'm going to show you what replaces traditional consulting. We're going to build something. Yes, we're building, but the build isn't the point. The build is the proof of the thesis. The thesis is this: the future of consulting is instant value demonstration. You don't sell your expertise, you show it immediately, before the sale. And the way you do that? Context engineering, prompt architecture, strategic AI deployment, not coding, not complex workflows, just understanding what questions to ask, what structure to impose, and that's what we're focused on here at AI App Masters. I spend hours every week studying this market, not because I'm obsessed with competition, because I'm obsessed with what actually works. Freelance platforms, LinkedIn, cold email campaigns, agency websites. I'm watching what people charge for, what clients buy, what converts, and the data backs this up. Major freelance platforms are reporting the same pattern in their earnings, surging AI and automation work. But here's the key insight from recent platform research. It's not demand for people who can code AI. It's demand for people who can apply AI to business problems and verify the results. Quote, AI amplifies demand for human-centric skills. What does that mean? It means the market is shifting toward AI plus human QA. Clients want the speed of AI, but the judgment of a human. They want someone who can generate output and verify it's actually valuable. That's the opportunity. Here's a hypothetical. Someone selling, I will create an AI-powered lead generation system for your business. $500, hundreds of reviews, high ratings. What are they actually doing? Building a form, connecting it to AI, sending an email, that's the technical execution. But what are they selling? They're selling, you will get qualified leads. They're showing examples, they're providing templates, they're proving they can do it before you pay. That's instant value demonstration. Now here's where it gets interesting. We're heading into Q4 right now, October through December, and the market dynamics are shifting in real time. Recent forecasts just trimmed US ad spend growth predictions. Holiday budgets are cautious. Consumers are downbeat. Sentiment is at the gloomiest levels since the late 90s. And this is critical. Affluent spend is holding. Premium buyers are still active. Enterprise AI budgets still growing. Latest surveys show companies are on offense with AI, high adoption but low impact so far. That's the gap. That's the opportunity. What does this mean for us? For anyone building in this space, it means clients have money, but they're defensive. They're not spending on experiments, they're spending on proof. So if you're pitching, I can build you an AI chatbot, you're competing with everyone. But if you're pitching, I'll prove I can save you 12 hours per week in the first 10 days, here's a custom roadmap based on your actual workflow. Now you're different. That's the shift. And here's the other piece nobody's talking about. Compliance pressure is turning real. EU AI Act milestones kicked in this summer. Full application is due in 2026. That means mid-market firms are spending Q4 doing discovery work, risk reviews, data maps, model inventories. If you can position yourself as EU-ready AI audit or 2026 compliance roadmap, you're not competing on price. You're solving a regulatory problem with a deadline. That's strategic positioning. So when I look at the next 90 days, October, November, December, Here's what I see. October, budgets are cautious, but ROI content wins. If you can prove value in 10 days, you get the contract. November, Cyber Week concentration. E-commerce and retail are slow this year. Forecasts predict slowest growth in years, but online still beats offline. That means last mile CX automations, support agents, ticket triage, due deflection, cost out plus speed up. That's the pitch. December, use it or lose it budgets. Companies lock in advisory and governance work before year end. AI Act application is looming in 2026. This is when you sell Q1 implementation packs with clear KPIs. But here's the pattern across all 3 months. The market is rewarding outcomes over promises. Sellers who show proof win. Freelancers who package result plus review win. Agencies who can demonstrate value before the contract wins. The old model, trust me, I'm an expert, is dying. The new model, here's proof I understand your problem, is taking over. And the way you deliver that proof, instant value demonstration powered by AI, not complex workflows, not coding, just strategic thinking applied to tools that keep getting better. That's what we're building today, not to show off, not to prove I can prompt well, but to prove this approach is deployable right now with tools that exist today. Because if I can do this in 15 minutes with 5 prompts, imagine what happens when this becomes the baseline expectation. That's the future. That's why we're focused on mastering these tools now, while the advantage still exists. Let's build it. Here's what we're building today. Not because the build is impressive, but because it proves the thesis. Someone lands on a page, they describe their business problem in 1 paragraph. 60 seconds later, they receive a custom 90-day implementation roadmap, not generic, not templated, specific to their business type, their team size, their exact problem, with tools named, with realistic timelines, with conservative ROI math, with next steps they can take this week. And at the bottom, if you want help implementing this, book a call. That's instant value demonstration. We didn't tell them we're experts. We didn't show them case studies. We didn't ask them to trust us. We just solved their problem for free in 60 seconds before they paid us anything. And when they see that, they don't think cool free content. They think if this is what they give away, what can they do when I pay them? That's the psychology. That's the shift. Now, I'm going to build this in 15 minutes with 5 prompts, not to show off, not to prove I can prompt well, but to prove that this approach is deployable today with tools that exist now by people who don't know how to code. Because if I can do this in 15 minutes, imagine what happens when everyone figures this out. Imagine what happens when this becomes the baseline expectation. That's the future. That's why we're focused on mastering these tools now while the advantage still exists. 5 prompts, 5 layers, structure, data, intelligence, behavior, polish. Prompt 1, we're building the container for value demonstration, not a landing page. The mechanism through which someone experiences our expertise before they pay. Prompt 1, it's a clean landing page for AI app masters, free AI roadmap, where users fill out a short form about their business challenge to get a custom 90-day AI plan by email. The page shows simple KPIs at the top, a clear hero section, an easy form, a success message with a Calendly call link, and a light mobile-first design with a cyan accent. Done. But notice what we're not doing. We're not explaining features. We're not listing our services. We're not asking them to trust us. We're making one promise. Describe your problem, get a plan in 90 seconds. That's outcome first. That's instant value. The KP at the top aren't decoration. They're proof of scale. 2,847 roadmaps generated. That's social proof and proof the system works. The form asks 6 questions, not 12, not 3, 6, because we need enough context to generate something valuable, but not so much friction that they leave. And the challenge field, this is where they tell us their actual problem. We're not guessing, we're not assuming, we're asking directly, and then we're using AI to think about it like a consultant would. That's the mechanism. Next, the data. Prompt 2, we're building memory and state. Most people think of these tools as no-code builders. That's surface level thinking. These are systems that track state, learn from patterns, and allow you to manage outcomes at scale. We're not building a form, we're building a lead intelligence system. Prompt 2 creates a database table called leads to store form submissions. Each entry automatically tracks when it was created, who submitted it, name, email, etc., their business info and challenge, plus fields to record whether the roadmap email was successfully sent or failed. The form connects directly to this data, marking each new entry status as processing by default. 3 states: processing, sent failed. Why? Because when you're operating at scale, you need to know what broke and when. We're storing the actual HTML that gets sent. Why? Because 6 months from now, we'll want to analyze what high converting roadmaps look like versus low converting ones. We'll want to A/B test, we'll want to improve. This isn't just capturing leads, this is building a system that gets smarter over time. Next, the intelligence. Prompt 3, this is where the magic happens. But it's not magic, it's structure. Most people give AI vague instructions and wonder why the output is generic. We're going to force specificity, force conservatism, force structure. We're making AI think like a senior consultant who's been doing this for 10 years, not because AI is that consultant, but because we're imposing the framework that consultant would use. Prompt 3 defines the submit workflow, save the form to the leads table, have AI generate a 600 pixel max width, inline styled HTML email with a strict consultant tone structure, diagnosis, solution, 90-day roadmap, each table, next steps, CTA. Then it stores that HTML, emails it to the user, updates the lead status/timestamps, or logs failures, and bumps KPI counters, including submissions and average turnaround. Look at what we're doing here. Be specific. Name tools, state limits. That's not AI instruction, that's consultant instruction. That's how a good consultant thinks. Why conservative? Because trust is fragile. If we overpromise and underdeliver, we're done. If we underpromise and overdeliver, we're heroes. Problem diagnosis first. Why? Because you can't prescribe until you prove you understand. If I jump straight to here's the solution, you think I'm selling? If I restate your problem, identify root cause, quantify hidden costs, now you think I get it. Recommended solution, one approach, not 3 options. Why? Because options are consultant speak for uncertainty. One clear path is confidence, and we're stating what it won't solve. Why? Because honesty builds trust faster than promises. The 90-day roadmap is structured for psychology, not just logistics. Phase 1 needs to be fast, 2 to 3 days. Quick wins, because if they can't see value immediately, they won't believe in the long-term plan. Phase 2 is the meat, 2 to 4 weeks, real building. Phase 3 is optimization, scale, long-term thinking. We're not just giving them steps, we're giving them a journey they can visualize. ROI table. Show assumptions. Why show assumptions? Because when I say you'll save 12 hours per week and I show the math based on your stated 15 to 20 hours at $40 per hour, now you trust the number. It's not a guess, it's math based on your input. This is context engineering. This is prompt architecture. This is how you make AI think strategically. And the result, they get a roadmap that feels like a human consultant spent an hour thinking about their specific problem. That's instant value demonstration. Prompt 4, behavioral design. We're training users to give us better input. We're building confidence through feedback. We're reducing friction without removing intentionality. It's the UX polish layer. All the interactive touches that make the page feel alive and professional. The main button smoothly scrolls to the form, KPI stats count up, and a sticky generate my roadmap bar appears after you scroll a bit. The form has smart validation with color-coded feedback, progress tracking, X of 6 complete, and animations that respect accessibility settings. Submissions show a loading spinner, errors trigger a friendly toast, and on success it thanks the user by name and confirms their roadmap is on the way. Challenge counter. As they type, we're guiding them. Under 100 characters, more detail, over 200, excellent, double check. We're not just capturing input, we're training them to give us the context we need to generate value. Better output equals higher conversion. That's the loop. Progress bar, button feedback, validation. These aren't just UX enhancements, these are mechanisms for building confidence and reducing abandonment. Every signal has a purpose. Final prompt, we're building for scale and iteration, admin tools, follow-up automation, protection, analytics. It adds visual polish and ops tooling, subtle form depth with cyan focus, tight 8-point layout, a 5-question FAQ, and an admin/leads page with preview/resend/copy/CSV. It also builds safeguards and growth loops, rate limits plus honeypot, a 24-hour follow-up email, and SEO/performance basics, titles, meta, OG, privacy, terms, lazy load, and compression. Admin panel, because when this scales, you need visibility. Who submitted? What did they ask? What did they get? Did they book? Follow-up automation, 24 hours after they get the roadmap. If they haven't booked, we send a plain text email, not HTML. Plain text feels personal, rate limiting, honeypot fields, because bots will find you, and every spam submission costs you money. This isn't a landing page. This is a system that operates, protects itself, and improves over time.
All right, let's talk about where this goes. Right now, building this takes 15 minutes and 5 prompts. In 2026, it'll take 5 minutes and 1 prompt. By 2027, it'll be automated entirely. The tools will keep getting better. The AI will keep getting smarter. The barrier to entry will keep dropping. And here's what that means. The skill that matters isn't can you use the tool? It's do you know what to build with it? Recent analysis says the AI boom isn't a bubble, it's barely begun. Structurally bullish on AI, CapEx, and productivity. That's the macro backdrop. But here's the micro reality. AI is making entry so easy that it's upending the entire freelance economy. Competition is fierce, pricing is under pressure. So how do you win in that environment? You don't compete on price, you compete on proof. The people who survive the next wave aren't the ones with the cheapest rates. They're the ones who can demonstrate value instantly, who can package strategy plus verification, who can show outcomes before anyone pays. That's instant value demonstration. That's what we built today. But let me zoom out even further, because this isn't just about freelancing. This isn't just about platform gigs. This is about the entire consulting model. Right now, surveys show enterprise AI adoption is high, but impact is low. Companies are spending, but they're not getting results fast enough. Why? Because traditional consulting moves too slow. Because trust me, I'm an expert doesn't work when the client can see AI tools everywhere and wonders why they need you. The consultants who win in the next 3 years are the ones who can compress discovery, proposal, roadmap, trust building into 60 seconds of instant value. Not because quality doesn't matter, but because proving quality happens faster now. When Sarah Chen filled out that form and got a custom 90-day roadmap in her inbox 60 seconds later, specific to her business, her team size, her tools, her problem, she didn't need to trust me. She already had proof I understand. That's the shift. And as we head into the end of 2025, this is becoming table stakes. November and December are use it or lose it budget season. Companies are locking in Q1 work now. EU AI Act application is coming in 2026. Compliance deadlines are real. If you can position yourself as someone who delivers fast proof plus strategic guidance, you're not competing with the hundreds of people who just learned how to prompt ChatGPT. You're competing with traditional consultancies who move slow and charge high, and you're winning because you're faster and you prove value before they pay. That's the advantage, that's the window. And it's open right now, so here's what I'm focused on. Here's what this channel is about. Here's why I'm betting everything on this approach. The future of consulting isn't coding. It's not workflows, it's not even AI itself. It's strategic thinking applied to AI tools that keep getting better. What problem is worth solving? What questions reveal the real issue? What structure creates the most value? What outcome should you promise? What proof can you provide instantly? That's context engineering, that's prompt architecture, that's the skill. Because AI can already code better than most developers, it can already design better than most designers, it can already write better than most writers, but it can't diagnose what's actually broken in a business. It can't reframe vague requests into specific outcomes. It can't decide what problem is worth solving. That's human. That's strategic. That's what won't commoditize.
And that's what we're mastering here at AI App Masters. Not how do I use this tool, but what should I build with it? What problems exist in the market? What are people actually paying for? How do I demonstrate value faster than anyone else? Watching what actually works, building fast, studying platforms, reading earnings reports, tracking surveys and forecasts, and positioning for where the market is going, not where it was. And here's my bet. The future of consulting is instant value demonstration, powered by context engineering, not coding, not complex integrations, just strategic thinking, clear prompting, and tools that execute fast. That's the lane, that's the bet, that's what this channel delivers. If you're still here, if you're nodding your head, if you're thinking this is where it's going, you're in the right place. All 5 prompts are in the description. Copy them, build this, deploy it today. But more importantly, start thinking about what else you could build with this approach. What other instant value demonstrations exist in your niche? What other ways could you prove expertise before anyone pays? What problems have deadlines attached, like EU compliance, like Q4 budget cycles, like Cyber Week preparation? That's where the money is. That's where the opportunity is. Join the community if you want to go deeper. We workshop real client problems. We tear down market opportunities. We track what's actually converting on platforms. We share what's working right now, not what worked 2 years ago, and comment below. Tell me, do you agree that traditional consulting is dying? Or do you think this is hype? I want to know what you're seeing in your market. Subscribe if this is the conversation you want to have. If you want to see what's actually working in late 2025. If you want to master these tools while the advantage still exists. Because here's the reality. This window won't last forever. Right now, most people haven't figured this out yet, but they will. The question is whether you position yourself now or wait until everyone else catches up. I'm Marwan King. This is AI App Masters. The skill isn't coding. The skill is knowing what to build, why it matters, and how to prove value before anyone pays. November's use it or lose it season. December's compliance deadline prep. The opportunities are here right now. Go build something people will pay for. See you in the next one.